Hello, my lovely starborns. This is a reading for all the fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius for the Lionsgate portal. Today, we're looking into the blessings coming your way during this Lionsgate. So, this is the 889 portal, which is essentially 88 portal, which is essentially 7 portal. So, it's 789 energy. So, let's see what is happening for my lovely fire signs, blessing coming in for fire signs. Look at that. Exploration. This card came out in the recent reading. One more. I'm feeling this one. Okay, let's see. So, wow, we have the sun god Ra. Very fiery indeed. An enlightenment leading to a different sort of exploration during the snake year. And look who we have here, 33, Selkis, healing. And look, the cat is slaying the chaos serpent. I'm seeing the number 7 here, which is chariot energy. So we have 1, 1, 3, 6, 8 energy. 8 energy. Look, 6, 7, 8. Okay, let's clarify further. Blessings coming in for my lovely fire signs. Yeah. We have Chakra Sambara. That is the integrity. Why did I say integrity? Integration, I meant. Integrity. Okay. And look who we have here. The infant Ganesh. Let's see. Oh, and the dance with Ganesh came out for you. Okay, fire signs, very beautiful energy. And let's get you one final card. Okay, we're ready. Let's see. Wow, Sri Yantra. Beautiful, beautiful. It is so beautiful, your reading. I'm straight away seeing gates being opened, psychic gateways being opened. Wow, why is it blurry? It's such a nice reading. I'm not redoing this. So, okay, I think, yeah, I need to. Yeah, okay. Otherwise, it doesn't focus. But I was so involved in pulling out your cards that I just did not look at the camera. Sorry for that. Please get comfortable. I don't know why I said that. Get comfortable. I feel like that is the energy. You need to get comfortable with what is unfolding, because even this looks like a boat to me, but this is definitely the boat, Ra's boat, right? And I just feel like the blessing here is that phase, that chaotic phase of the year coming to an end, you know, especially during the snake year. And I believe over here there is so much healing, there is abundance, there is prosperity, there is higher spiritual knowledge and intelligence coming in very strong for you. See, he's holding a heart here, and you know, the elephant head is all about knowledge, the gate kept knowledge, the occult knowledge, the inner knowings, the inklings, all of that. And I do see in Chakra Samvara, which is again, it's about compassion, universal wisdom, cosmic, higher cosmic wisdom, especially with Ra being here, and then Shreya and over here, and then you basically have 6 here and 6 here, 6 very Venusian energy here. And this is all about, like, Sri Yandra is the cosmic map to your true, playful, laughing self. So I also feel this higher self-integration happening. That is why integration, it is happening because of the integrity being in place and all of that. And there are some like dark patterns, negativity, some moral issues that must have surfaced in the start of the snake year. And I just feel like you're just like rising above the chaos, and you're cutting out whatever is not serving you here at all, like, because the blessing here is removal of obstacles. Yes, your own mind's obstacles, the subconscious mind's obstacles, but also the obstacles which are external, especially so in the material world, I believe. So there is a total this continuation of it. And it's not just, and there's also something, a very specific message coming in for fire signs. Like if you have noticed a pattern in the annual years, in the especially past 8 years, I'm hearing 6 to 8 years, because 6 to 8 years is very significant when it comes to your awakening and enlightenment journey. It has been a journey, yeah, it is a journey, but right now the journey is coming to an end. There is like you're unlocking a level, a higher level. Okay, so this it's like graduation, spiritual graduation at a certain level, and you're locking that in, and there is no dissension from that point. That is very clear in your reading, especially with chakra samvara here, because and then Sri chakra. I don't know why I said that, Sri Yantra. Yes, but like it's like, it's a chakra if you look at it. Chakra basically means wheel. I'm seeing the sun here also. It's a wheel, but there is, and 33 is the number of the master teacher, but also the number of unconditional love. That frequency of unconditional love is achievable by this print, this blueprint, this uh, people with these light codes, and this is a very Syrian energy for sure with 33, because we connect it to the thrones, to Christ consciousness, to even Buddha consciousness, to just about any ascended master. And this is a Buddha deck, this one. And I asked as to why uh, this blessing is coming in for you, and it's coming in because it is going to take out all the necessary chaos that served the purpose, but now it's leaving your life. Fire signs, like things are going to be so much more peaceful, so much more loving, so much more sorted and stable, and it is as a result of your inner wisdom, your higher knowledge, your own connection to your angel, your higher self, your edgy, or whatever you want to call it. But there is, any of you're very connected, even if you do not uh, know the terms and all, but there is something about your energy. If you're watching this, like you are totally entangled with your higher self, and definitely your higher will is at play here with Sri Yantra being here, because that is a very high form of manifestation at play. If you're working with this energy and Sri Yantra, I don't know why am I, like some of you, like, you need to drink more water, and uh, there is this clearing happening in your throat chakra, but I'm also seeing it's like a filtration, clearing happening. Turquoise is coming to mind, so turquoise could be very helpful. Also, I have blue flowers here for some reasons. The color blue is very helpful. But yes, with Sri Yantra being here, it's like heightened manifestation for sure. And your desires are being realized here. Your wish fulfillment, a lot of beauty is here. So let's look deeply into it. And I know my camera is weird today. I don't know why. Just be nice. Okay, so you see, it's fine when I keep my hand here. Okay. And the Selkis here is the Scorpion goddess, and she's all about duality, but also becoming very comfortable with your own dual nature as a human being, even though if at the consciousness level you're higher up, you've transcended that duality in one way or the other, especially through the power of your mind and the knowledge that you have, and the amount of work and wisdom, and again the integrity is coming in, all of that. It's like you just okay, this is basically decoding the matrix, or learning how to work with it, the energy, but also with the healing being here and 33 being here. So if you know anything about 33 energy, it's like, yes, it's loving, it's really, really, it truly can embody that unconditional love. But because of all that light, the dark side is also very, very dark, and that is what this energy is. It's like, if it's that poison which can heal you but can also kill you, it is that energy. And you've fought this battle, which has come to an end. That is what I'm telling you. There's like a level up. There is this movement upward, where you're actually rising, consciously rising above duality, even though you have to be here, you have to persist here to, be a part of the, the the polarity that we inhibit. Wow, I wanted to say inhabit, but like inhibit. Oh my god, you're actually inhibiting the polarity. So consciously trying to transcend that as well. But over here, yeah, that's why it makes sense. Exploration. Hmm. Oh, okay. So this is also you becoming very comfortable with your own dark side, you know. So the shadow is that's when the shadow loses that power, you know, that fear, that the you know, where our mind becomes our worst enemy and holds us back in all sorts of way. That is leaving your life in one way or the other. Okay, it has been a process. Again, it has been a rite of passage with Ra being here, because you know, if you know anything about his story, it's not all love and light. It's pretty chaotic, a lot of chopping. Anyway, yeah, look, it's like, you know, there's a level of disillusion which is leading to liberation, for sure. And again, this is your own mind's obstacles, mind created obstacles being removed left, right, and center. Now, let me tell you, with chakra samvara, it's like, you know, you are receiving the blessing of non dual union, basically, the fusion of the opposites into, like, let's say, sacred wholeness. And the chakra samvara basically ignites the transformation of desire into enlightenment, which we have here, you know, and the chaos into order, which we have here, and the separation into unity. So moving towards unconditionality, unity consciousness, you know, yes, being grounded in the 3D, but then actually consciously moving upwards, not just in your mind, but also through your body. So many of you, like, you know, if you're being asked, if your body is telling you that it needs certain things or you need to make certain changes, listen to it. Now is the time. Listen to your body. It's intelligent, you know. You follow that, yeah, what it wants. Okay, and I also feel like the gift here is profound in a marriage. Of course, integration as a result of integrity. And there's this fearless compassion that is rising out of this integration here, you know. So this is also bringing in, and comes to blessings, it's bringing in soul level partnerships, creative breakthroughs, and also the courage to embrace life's paradoxes. Again, the dual nature, and not getting caught up in it. Now, with Dance and Kanesha being here, this blessing is coming in because you have cleared karmic obstacles basically, and you've ritualized new beginnings with a level of joyful devotion, I would say. And this also involves a level of self-love, for sure. And you're honoring your dharma, you know, through consistent ethical action. That is why integrity kept coming in like that. And you have surrendered perfectionism here. You're embracing humility, and you're definitely dancing through challenges and not taking it too seriously, perhaps, which is, again, it's a different kind of freedom. It is a mindset shift, you know. Because his dance celebrates your readiness to receive higher frequencies, you know. Again, it's all about that. And your sincere efforts definitely have made space for divine union, which is what we have here, which is leading to this beautiful exploration of life here. Now let's look at the blessing, which is Sri Yantra. Now, Sri Yantra is a cosmic diagram of creation itself, you know, the geometric embodiment of Shakti and Shiva, which is the divine feminine and the divine masculine. We're seeing the integration here, and this is showing up in your blessing here. Yeah, so the blessing crystallizes as harmonious abundance. It's like a sacred architecture of prosperity, balance, and awakened consciousness. That is what is here. I mean, your blessing here is truly, truly abundant in every way possible. You know, it's wholesome. So I would say, so over here, you know, I would say like yeah, okay, the thing pulled some tarot. Okay, okay. No, but something was coming in. Yeah, also when it comes to resources, you know, the material reality, tangible stuff, your resources are aligning with your dharma again, which means the opportunities that serve both profit as well as purpose, you know, nothing is meaningless here. and inspired projects will flow effortlessly. Just trust the surge right now, and deep bonds form or renew as mirrors of your inner unity that you have achieved here. So let's get some time. But yes, your reading is truly beautiful, and I do see like you're sort of like becoming, how do I say this? Not to be messed with, because especially spiritually in a psychic manner, yeah, like I believe around this time you don't ever like have to worry about that, the external psychic stuff, which people throw your way. I just feel like it cannot touch you anymore. Let's see. Really wanted to jump out. Three of Swords in reverse, and our deck is in reverse. King of Swords. Yeah, that overthinking, that fear, that suffering, that turmoil that we create because of our own mind. All of that is not happening anymore. Fire signs, it's crazy. That's okay. Look at that, Nine of Cups. Cards are so quick to come out. The Moon and Two of Wands. Okay, and final. Two of Cups and Chariot. Four of Swords. Deep meditation. Some of you, meditation is the key for you. Subconscious healing, of course, all of that. So yeah, Two of Cups, Two of Wands. I'm seeing 11, 11, 11, 11 portal. Again, I'm seeing two fish here. 11, 11 portal is very significant here, but look what I'm seeing here. And it's crazy, So, of course, like, and you have double raw energy, same story in the Sun God as well. So definitely the Sun God. And of course, we're reading for the fire signs. I mean, what can I say? Even what's hidden is also beautiful. Things, it's almost like, Spirit is telling me to tell you that anything that you're afraid of, even slightly so, though I don't see any fear here, because the chaos being is all tied up, like it's very much integrated, like your demons are meditating too. They're at peace. That's what I'm seeing here. Earlier we did see a Three of Swords in reverse, and over here I'm seeing these two here, and the fourth one is here. So it's like through the power of your own mind, you are in charge. You are the driver of your soul, basically, and not the unconscious forces. That is very clear. Yes, with the moon, it's like not the unconscious forces. Yeah, look at that Page of Cups. Your life will be very different 6 months from now, because I'm seeing the 6 month cycles here, and this full moon is very significant. Yes, this one. Why? A wind coming in around this full moon. And again, with the Chariot here, it's also like many of you, that integration point that I'm talking about, like, that it's almost like a threshold that you're crossing. So many of you are crossing this threshold. So of course, this is a portal reading, a blessing. So I think this full moon is happening very close to the Lion's Gate, and there is a bit of like back and forth. Yeah, it's supposed to be on the 8th, but I feel like the portal aligns on a later date. So yeah, I think the full moon is on the 9th. But anyway, this is like really timeless, so let's not get caught up in that. But yes, this full moon is definitely significant. I'm seeing a lot of love around you. I'm seeing some sort of companionship, which is like really, really, really loving. And this could also be friendship, friendship for sure, with Two of Cups. But of course, in other areas also, I just feel like you feel at peace. You feel like you've got your people around you, that you are in touch with your soul family, that there's so much more to look forward to, and there is this level of gratitude that you have for the past as well, and how far you have come, and what all you have witnessed, and what all you have achieved. Again, there is this self realization, this self recognition that is at play, which is again making a lot of difference here, where You are recognizing your own metal. It's like there's no seeking validation or anything of that nature. You're ready to create the future of your desire, basically, of what it is that you want to happen, of that which truly makes you happy. Ultimate wish fulfillment, healing. Again, we have the sun and the moon here. I see the duality. It is just, it's crazy, and you understand the chaotic nature of the polarity that we live in. Polarity that possess. Yeah, yeah. And Isis is looking at me. I think we need to pull a card from the Isis deck for you. Yeah, a blessing from her, a special blessing from her. That is coming in very strongly. Oh, okay. Messages from the lovely fire signs. Messages from it. Okay. Messages from the lovely fire signs. Blessings coming in. Two more. Yeah, I knew it. Look at that. The brother in darkness. You've got so many cards. Of course, I cannot take that, but we're going to look at it, okay? Overcoming negative energy with feminine power integration. Divine sisterhood. I sing brotherhood, sisterhood, which I'm seeing here as well. Sisters, brothers, but it can be read in different ways, but I'm not really getting that. Let's not sexualize everything, but yeah, it can be that way too. Yeah, crossing boundaries. Divine sisterhood, community of the spiritual sisters and brothers of light. I mean, I cannot make this up. I just mentioned your soul family. Divine sun child, Horus energy. Blessings of the sun falcon. Wow, lapis lazuli, goddess of the ancient skies. Sirius, this is the Sirius energy. And serpent of fire, priestess of the serpent sisterhood. Selkis being here with the scorpion goddess, but yeah, she's very much connected to the serpent of fire, which is again the kundalini energy. She's making all the difference here. Of course, it is very much connected to the awakening that you've been undergoing since past 8 years, 6 to 8 years. Significant. Wow, each one of you, it's truly a blessed time for you, fire signs. Truly a blessed time. Okay, just cut the deck. Yes, we need one card, but so many blessings coming in, especially from Isis. Many of you are connected to her lineage in one way or the other, from some life or the other. The Divine Mother, of course, life restored. Cannot make this up. Priestess of the Phoenix, of course. Overall High Priestess, mysteries revealed in the eyes of Isis. Priestess. Yeah, that's why that lineage is coming in, her lineage. And we did see the brotherhood, the sisterhood, so of course, rose lineage, regardless of your gender. Okay, so the gender thing here is beyond that, If you're a man or a woman, it doesn't matter. Many of you come from the rose lineage. That's what it's about, the rose lineage. Okay, yeah, let's look at life restored. Spiritual resurrection is gifted to you now, of course. Whatever part of you or your life you thought to be dead is being revived and will flourish back into life. This also applies to projects or things that you want to do. Yes, my crown is tingling. Yes. Just as the phoenix rises from the fire, transitioning from death into life, which we saw with the Selkis energy. And I was about to say there's a lot of like scorpionic energy here as well, which is about transformation, alchemy, and all of that. Change, deep change. Of course, this is happening at the DNA level. But yeah, that's the energy that I'm getting here again. Transitioning from death into life. So too will you rise again, healed and renewed. A lot of healing coming in, especially this portal, I believe, is bringing in fruits of your labor, bringing in wish fulfillment, bringing in so much to be thankful for, bringing in healing, enlightenment, more wisdom, more knowledge, more, I'm hearing higher power, connection with your higher power, with your higher self, strengthening. So the message here is that a trauma, ending, struggle, or apparent defeat is not the end of the story for you, ever. What may appear to be an ending can sometimes simply be the force of ancient feminine power flowing into the new pathways. Yeah, that's the chaos light codes. That's what this portal is all about, yeah? Yes. So this transition can take a short time or a long time, yeah? But we know that's what is coming to an end with this. That is why this 9-year cycle is coming in again, and this is the 9th year of the snake. Yeah, so this can take whatever time. It could be over days or years, weeks, months, decades. It doesn't matter how long something appears to have been decaying, it will spring back into life at the right time. And that's what it's about. Because earlier I got this Wheel of Fortune energy somewhere. Yeah, the wheel, the chakra, here, in all the three. That is why I was getting that energy. So yeah, there is divine timing. This is connected to the dharma, and before dharma can unfold, you have to get rid of the karma. And you're crossing this bridge with this full moon during this portal, and nothing can stop you. You are definitely guided by the divine priestess of the Phoenix. Phoenix. Venus. I almost said Venus. Sister Isis, and we know Mother Goddess Isis is very much connected to Venus, as well as, of course, she is the queen of Sirius, but very much connected to Sirius, Venus. Okay, I'm a bit spacey, you guys. So turn your face to the sun, and cannot stress this enough. Whenever you can get some sun, please get it. And it's not a medical advice, but to not wear sunscreen when you're doing that, like just for 5 minutes. Okay. Just as the sacred scarab beetle follows the movement of the sun, you are encouraged to focus on the light and life that is seeking you now. Do not resign yourself to the way things have been. And I feel like you're already doing that, because there's this deep meditation, contemplation that is an ongoing process right now. And I'm telling you, through the next full moon, by the time we approach the next full moon, whenever you're watching this, keeping it open-ended like that, I just feel like you're blooming, you're blossoming, just like the lotus, regardless of your surrounding, regardless of the chaos, the negativity, or whatever it is that you're dealing with. Your mind will be in such a calmer, peaceful place, because there is evidence, there's tangible evidence around you. Okay, wings coming back to life, wings, golden wings coming back to life. So you have to take what is going to be offered in your life, the rebirth that is happening, into your wide open arms now, and be assured that you have transitioned, crossed that threshold through the energies of death and into new life now. Peace to you, dear initiate of the light. The past is over. Enjoy this rebirth, because it's going to be beautiful. And now she's looking at me and she's like, read me, High Priestess. I'm telling you, the occult power, the higher knowledge, the wisdom is strong here. And it almost looks like she is, like, this is her higher self, her angel, her HEA standing right behind her. Doesn't it look like that? I feel like that's the energy. And also, there's a message here coming in very strongly right now. So if you're connected to your higher self, or whatever it is that you want to call it, even though it is genderless, but if you are embodied as a particular gender, let's say if you're a woman, it's most likely your HA, your angelic self, will show up as a man, and if you're a man, it is most likely to show up as a woman. It doesn't always have to be that case, but this connection usually happens when there has been a significant level of integration, and when you cross that particular threshold, and when the union is actually crystallized, that's when the inner knowing, the communication, all of that establishes itself quite in a very booming way. You cannot miss it. That's what I'm seeing. And I feel like many mysteries are being revealed to you right now. Highly spiritual reading definitely goes with your element. Fire is the spiritual element, is the most spiritual, even though we cannot really quantify that, but it is. Like, if you look at the energy associated with the elements, it is this divine energy flowing through. It is also, fire is very much connected to the life force. It is the life force. Look at the sun. There is no life without the sun. There really is no life without the sun. I don't know. The sun is very important. It makes sense, because of course this is the solar active year, and I told you this is a culmination point of some sort. Each one of us, we are being tested. My lovely star ones, my star seeds. I hardly ever do zodiac readings, but this time around, yeah. I was being guided too, but yes, we are going to read the High Priestess because she's still staring at me, and even her angel is staring back, so we gotta look into it. And then I'm gonna let you go, but I mean, your blessings are coming in 10,000 folds. That's what I'm being guided to say, because this is very much connected to Isis, right? We are basically reading from her deck, and she is the goddess of 10,000 names. So, beloved Isis gazes, it literally says gazes upon you now, and behind her vast eyes, mysteries are unveiled. A new clarity around your direction is unfolding. Dharma. So, a new clarity around your direction is unfolding. Be willing to wait for the full reveal, but also recognize what is happening at this time. Divine timing is at play. There is revelation, for sure. So, and this apocalypse, that sort of revelation, the Greek revelation, which is chaotic. But again, in that chaos, the inner Fenrir is calm, it's tied up, it's there, it's in control. It's in control of your supermind, of your higher mind. I don't know why I said supermind, but yes, your supermind is active. All right, so it is an exciting moment in your unfoldment. You will be gaining valuable insight into where you are being led and for what purpose. Dharma, I cannot make this up. That is why Sri Yantra came in. Because Sri Yantra, yes, it is amazing for tangible things when it shows up, especially in your blessings with master number 33. But at the same time, that energy in the material cannot be sustained without the spiritual work, if it makes sense. That is why so much emphasis on the spiritual, because the internal is what matters. External is just the outcome of the internal state of mind. Yeah. So it is an exciting moment in your unfoldment. Have reverence and an open heart and mind, and wait patiently for the grand revelation that is on its way to you. You know, I'm sort of nosy, so I want to ask Spirit a little about this revelation as to why. Yes, and it is also because I have a lot of fire in my chart, so that's it. Please, Spirit, tell us. What is this revelation? Look at that. I mean, I cannot make this up. 23, so back, union and power. And that is the change here. That is the revelation which we saw in Selkis as well, because you know she is okay. Wait, yes. So just like the scorpion, she is the sign of death and rebirth. She who gives the kiss of death and the breath of new life. So you need to cross this threshold in order to come to a new life. And Selkis is basically inviting you to recognize and accept your dual nature, which is that you are benign when it's required, but you can also be malignant when it is required and called for, so that you're not trampled over. Does it make sense? That's exactly what is up here. And that is what this empowerment is all about. And I mean, we know this guy, right? Sobek. You do not mess with this energy. He's very prosperous also. He is also somebody not to be messed with. I think I mentioned that, especially with Chariot, and I did tell you the number 7 is giving me Chariot, and she's horned, and we did get the Chariot energy here. So yes, it's like, especially Chariot with the moon, it's like the subconscious is so powered up, so strong, so very strong. But right before I let you go, I would also like to check Sobek for you. Yes, he is the ambivalent divinity. Ambivalent, right? Again, a mix of the light and the dark. Both, again, the same keyword, both malignant and benign. I mean, both light and dark, you know. Very compassionate, very loving, very giving, and all of that. But if you mess with this energy, you don't want to see the other side. That is what this portal is bringing in for you, my lovely fire signs. True empowerment, true enlightenment. Actually embodying the divinity that we hold a spark of. And the spark is only growing larger and stronger. So his ferocity is able to ward off evil. I'm telling you, it's like nothing can touch you in the psychic realm right now. After this time, after this period, nothing. Because you've understood the true nature of the darkness. Okay? And his ferocity is able to ward off evil and at the same time defend the innocent. His name derives from unite, which basically means unite the dismembered limbs of Osiris. That's what I mentioned here with Ra, similar story. Now, Sobek is usually portrayed as a crocodile or a crocodile headed man, and he heals the souls who were wounded or killed in battle, spiritual battle. My lovely fire signs, if you're watching this, if you've been undergoing spiritual warfare, that is what is coming to an end here. Okay, so he's restoring your health, your sight, your senses. He represents the authority of decision making power. So expect yourselves in leadership positions and being a true leader who has solutions and all of that, yeah. And also being under the guidance of a true leader. And yes, it again takes us back to divinity in one way or the other. So the inner compass is really, really aligned right now. So the implementation of your projects are show short around this time. That is one of the blessings. And under the influence of Sobek, you have a sound base on which to build large business like a structure or projects or take it forward or expansion. A lot of expansion, definitely, it's here in the cards. So do not stop. Your effort will bear fruit and allow you to gain power in one way or the other. And it will be the kind of power which is life enhancing, life enriching, and not for just you, but everybody around you. So, by science, I mean crazy reading. I love it for you. I hope this helps. See you in the next one. Take care.